this game started. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Virginia Tech Hokies return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Cobb. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. To make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Got it in the middle. It's Pettis.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their throws toward the end zone. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll give it to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Reinbold. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. A little screen to the running back. Made a defender miss. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Back to pass, it's Cobb. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's going to pass on second down. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wants to bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. The Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to... And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Grabbed behind the line, it's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Offense getting set for first down. Gonna run it. It's Clay. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him onto the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Williams. Touchdown, Panthers! And the pummeling has started.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll throw it on first down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out, there he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He caught it! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A field goal is not top of the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. The give to the lone running back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Great move there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll pull it on the read. Tackled after picking up the first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football.
Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He finds his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hokies send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the route is on. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Excellent field position here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fakes his man out. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Panthers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia State, 55. Virginia Tech.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3. The Hokies decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the run, it's Blade. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.